Hello, today I'm going to give a brief introduction on the dot product. I firstly want to start off by teaching you how to actually find the dot product between two vectors. So first we have vector A and vector B, vector A containing components 1, 2, and 3, and vector B containing components 4, 5, and 6. Now when we're finding the dot product of these two vectors, we're going to take the first component of each within each vector, multiply them together, and then add the second component within each vector to the first components in each vector, and then so on with the third as well. So if we multiply 1 times 4, we get 4, and then we add 5 times 2, which is 10, and then we add 6 times 3, which is 18, and we end up with 32. There's a few things that you can do with the dot product. One of those things you can do is find the angle between two vectors. The formula to do this is the dot product between two vectors divided by the magnitude of those vectors, multiplied by each other. So let's see if we can find the angle between these two vectors. Firstly, we need to find the magnitude for vector A. In order to do this, we'll take the square root of each of the components squared and add it together. 1 squared being 1, plus 2 squared being 4, plus 3 squared being 9, and we end up with the square root of 14. We'll do the same thing with vector B. We'll take 4 squared being 16, plus 5 squared being 25, plus 6 squared being 36, and we end up with the square root of 77. Now, if we refer back to our original formula, we found all of the necessary things to find the angle between these two vectors. And we'll end up with 32 divided by the square root of 14 times the square root of 77. When we simplify this, we'll end up with 16 times the square root of 22 over 77. And the decimal form of this will be 0.97463, as I have here. Now, when trying to find the final step of trying to find the angle, we'll take the inverse cosine of the decimal that we found earlier, and we get 12.9 degrees. That is approximately the angle between vector A and vector B, which was found using the dot product. Without the dot product, this could not be found. This is just one of many things that you can do with the dot product. Thank you.